Emily.
I'm James. We show you our actual weight loss journey, not just pictures of past performance.
And our goal is to help you and ourselves lose weight and keep it off using the keto lifestyle.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and get ready.
Set keto.
All right, we're cutting this quick. It's Wednesday night. We've been busy. We have a lot of new subscribers, which puts us way over 100 now, and we want to thank you very, very much.
Yes, we hope not to bore you.
Yes, don't want to bore you. But we also, one of the things we got coming up is we are reviewing the
Ninja
Foodie Never Stick cookware that we got, and we've been beating the tar out of them and doing what we can for a review. So that's coming up. But we have a video of how to basically kind of clean out your fridge, make lasagna, and it's a keto lasagna. It might sound like a lot, but this lasagna is going to have a total of 55 calories in the 1 calories, carbs, in the one that I made. You can adjust that and make it. The most important thing is it's going to be your lasagna. So if you cut down on the sauce or get different kind of sauce, that's going to greatly improve.
Right. There's so many different options on sauce. I know there's a Primal Kitchen brand that's really low.
And you don't have to use ricotta cheese, but most of our carbs came from, about 28 of them came from the sauce.
Yeah.
So if you find a different kind of sauce that you like, or just use a lot less sauce than I did, you can cut this thing down. But this made 8 big pieces.
Yes. And
each piece is a meal. Everyone here ate 1 piece.
And it was more than enough. And
I took it for lunch the next day, and it's wonderful. So
he didn't want to eat dinner the next day because
it's very filling and it's delicious. And each piece weighs in at 7 carbs. It's just slightly under 7 carbs, which, anyway, you don't have to go without pasta. I mean, you do have to go without pasta, but you don't have to go without Italian food.
Yes.
Here it is. Hope you like it. I am making a lasagna, and this is a keto lasagna, and I'm going to show you how I do it, and it's also going to kind of like clean out the fridge with some of the stuff that we want to make sure we use so it don't go bad. So, all right, so what I got here so far is I got a pound of ground sausage, and I got about 1.5 pounds of ground beef that I've mixed totally together, and I have added just a little bit of Hunt's pasta sauce to it, just a little bit.
And believe it or not, Hunt's pasta sauce is lower in carb than Prego and Ragu. Did you know that, Hun?
I did not.
That's why I bought it. I know it's in a can, but it was fewer carbs.
All right, now I have basic chicken breast lunch meat, 1 pound of lunch meat.
Just thin cut or thin sliced.
Cheap deli cut chicken breast lunch meat. And then if you come over here, I have just a little bit of pasta sauce in this container, this casserole, whatever. Casserole dish. And instead of noodles, we will be using chicken breast. So I'm just going to spread that out.
Clean hands, I hope?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm using, yes.
All right.
So you're basically going to lay it out just like this.
As if you were using lasagna noodles.
Yes.
Noodles.
The chicken breast is just going to be used as noodles.
In lieu of noodles.
No carb.
No carbs.
All right, so there's that. Now, I have 4 random pieces of provolone that were in the fridge and I want to use before they go bad. So I'm just going to kind of scatter them.
Oh, I could have used that for cheese chips.
Oh, we can use cheese chips for something else. We can make cheese chips.
Fill the gaps.
I am. So there's that. Now, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of mozzarella around for the spots that didn't get the provolone. Okay, now I'm coming over here to my mixture, and I'm going to put a layer of ground beef. This is ground beef and sausage mixed. This is going to be a very meaty lasagna.
Looks like an awful lot.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
All right. You got any spices going on, or
Nope.
no?
Nope.
What about?
What about what? I'm going to add that in a little bit.
Okay.
Another layer of
Noodles.
Another layer of noodles. This is very thin too, so if I overlap it, it's really just adding to it.
One more
One more.
for good measure. Okay.
All right.
So that's what we have going on.
Now I have ricotta cheese.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to use as little of this as possible because you're getting carbs coming from the ricotta. So this is kind of going to be one of the harder parts, is to spread it out.
So you're not doing like a typical lasagna where you would mix your ricotta with egg and seasoning and Parmesan.
Well, I could, but it's all the juices from that meat's going to go down and mix in with that ricotta. Just kind of doing the best I can to spread it because I didn't use the eggs and all that.
Okay. So you can. You're just opting not.
This is your lasagna, however you want. The main part of this lasagna is to show you that you can make a keto lasagna. You don't have to have noodles. You don't have to give up lasagna. Does that make sense?
So now a layer of some sauce.
Yep. Some of the pasta sauce.
I did preheat the oven for you, by the way.
Yeah, you preheated it to 350. And I turned it up to
400. I see that.
400 because it's going to cook for about 25 minutes. I'm just going to spread some of the sauce.
Okay.
It's going to get more sauce on top. Now we're going for another load of hamburger. And we are going to feed quite a few people with this lasagna.
Even our non-keto family.
Even the non-keto peeps.
So we'll let you know what they think of it too. James has made this before.
And I loved it.
If you like meat and cheese, can't go wrong.
Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make it a little bit different. I'm going to add some bacon crumbles. Not a whole lot, but just enough where you'll be able to say, it'll be in there.
It's almost like a meat lovers pizza type lasagna.
It is. It's definitely a meat lover's lasagna.
Next up,
Mozzarella.
we have Parmesan in there if you want to use Parmesan.
Put some Parmesan on the top.
Okay.
Guess what's next? Meat. Gonna layer the meat again. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit more sauce. Trying to go sparing on the sauce because that's your carbs.
Yeah. And they do sell a Primal Kitchen pasta sauce that's lower in carbs, but it's also about 5 times the cost, if not more. So we do keto on a budget.
I could. It probably would have been a little more helpful if I'd have thinned out the ricotta a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe mixed it with a little bit of heavy whipping cream, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
I mean,
fine.
you could also just use some small spoonfuls if you want to. And the remainder of the meat goes on top.
Here goes the rest of the meat. Now this is a 2.5 pound meat lasagna.
More than that, if you're just counting your
No,
ground beef and sausage.
I'm just counting the ground beef and sausage. That doesn't
Yeah.
count the chicken or whatnot.
Chicken, cheese, ricotta, sauce, none of that. So, I mean, this is going to be quite a bit.
Guess what's next? Meat. Derek's here with us now. He's never had this lasagna. I'm kind of curious if he will love it like I love it. And you know what? Honestly, I hope you guys don't love it because I'll take this for lunch all week. Guys, if you eat this for lunch, you'll come home and you won't be hungry for dinner. All right, well, I've covered this lasagna with the only thing I got left is 2 pieces of meat, so why even save that?
All right.
Now we're going to sauce it. And I've used about 3/4 of this can, and that'll be in the tally for carbs. So I'll tally all that up once this is made because this is something you can make out of the stuff in your fridge. So I don't know an exact number yet, but I will total it up, and you'll be the first to know. Is there any cheese behind me?
No, but there's more in the refrigerator if you need. Finish it off with some mozzarella.
I gotta grab another bag of cheese.
See the layers here. See better right here. Layers of meat and cheese and meat. Adding some more mozzarella. Really, you can use any cheese that you have on hand. You don't even have to really use mozzarella.
Yeah, but mozzarella traditionally goes with the lasagna.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna shake a little bit of Parmesan on it.
No garlic or anything like that used in this?
Nope. And
All right.
you can add whatever you want. It doesn't. If I was, I'm not gonna say this is a hard recipe. This is just an
You're just
easy
trying to keep
lasagna,
it simple.
and you make it however you want. I am gonna salt and pepper it though.
Okay. All right.
Salt, pepper.
Okay. And in the oven, or are we covering?
We are going to cover for about half of it. It'll be about 25 minutes.
Okay.
So there we go.
In the oven.
The oven's set at 400.
Center rack.
It'll go in there for about 10-15 minutes. And I'm up here. Go in the oven for 25 minutes total. About 10-15 minutes it'll be covered. Then we'll take the cover off, put it back in. That way the cheese can brown. And we'll be back to show you. All right, it was about 35 minutes in the oven actually, and it took about 15 minutes to brown. So 20 minutes in the oven with the foil on it, 15 minutes with the foil off, brown the cheese, and Emily's about to cut it and dish it out.
You already cut it. I'm not going to cut it.
I did cut it, but Emily's going to dish it out.
So that is heavy.
I know, it's going to be delicious. All right, Noah's trying his lasagna. So let's give us an honest opinion.
Hot.
Just came out of the oven.
It did just come out of the oven, so you might want to get you a small bite. Make sure you get all of it, like the noodles, the cheese, the meat.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah. It's good.
What's
Wait,
that?
what do you think of the noodles? Try the noodle.
I did.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you just gonna put me in the whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't feel safe like this.
just cut it there if you're having issues. It's the cheese that's making it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Honest opinion, how was my lasagna?
It was better this time than the last time that you made it.
Why was it better?
Because the sausage and the bacon made a difference. It was good.
So remember, guys, that is your lasagna. You make it how you want. Emily was a little skeptical because I didn't add a lot of seasonings, but when you're adding bacon, sausage, things like that, there's plenty of salt and spices in them meats. So if you're not using sausage or bacon, you might want to add a little bit of seasonings, more than I did, but it's yours. Make it your way. It's kind of like a goulash. If you got stuff that's going to go bad if you don't use it, put them in there. Throw you some lunch meat on, make you a lasagna. It's great. Did I mention I still have a piece for lunch tomorrow? Thanks for watching, guys.